Are you spending too much on paint production and struggling to stay profitable? Imagine cutting costs while still delivering high quality paint that compete with top brand. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Glina Artistics. If you're new here to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our free offers and valuable tutorials. This ensures you'll be the first to watch every time our video go live. To our returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in once again. We truly appreciate your continual support. In today's tutorial, we are diving into a crucial topic in paint production: understanding and controlling production costs. Many paint manufacturers face the challenge of not knowing their true production costs. This confusion often leads to uncertainty about profit and sometimes even the downfall of the business. If you have ever wondered why your finances are not adding up, today's lesson is for you. Here's what we're going to cover. 1. How to identify and calculate your production cost. 2. Techniques to ensure you are not just working hard but also making profit. Whether you are a small scale producer or a large scale manufacturer, mastering production cost is essential for survival and growth. There are two key pillars in paint manufacturing. 1. Producing high quality paint through proper formulation. That's to say, you improve your knowledge, learn advanced skills, color mixing techniques, and all of that. Then the second is knowing how to cost your production to avoid financial disaster. Today, we'll focus on cost-effective production technique for small-scale producers. For those with large factories and advanced equipment, stay tuned because we'll talk about the large-scale production cost in the future. So without further delay, let's get started and help you build a more profitable, sustainable paint business. So now, under cost of producing paint, there are factors you need to consider. We have the fixed cost, which are the equipment, we have the rent, we have the labor, we have the hidden costs, we have the vulnerable cost. Let me explain this process for you. You see, the reason at times I like to explain some certain processes because I want you to understand it very well. And small scale manufacturers tend to miss all this process. That is why you keep seeking for more knowledge. And at the end of the day, you still find yourself stuck because you don't want to get this thing right. Let me just tell you a secret. Paint formulation process is the same all over the world. That is what I told my student a few days ago. The only thing that is different is the formulation, and which every paint manufacturers have his or her secrets. You understand? So now, under equipment, you have your buckets, you have your sticker, medge, whatever you call it, which are your packaging. Then we have rent. For the rent, you have your shop or your house, wherever you're using to do your business. Then for the labor, you have paying yourself or your staffs. That is for the large scale manufacturing process. Then hidden costs. You know, at times this our equipment can get damaged. You have to fix or service your gen. You have to get new hand mixer. That fall under hidden costs. Also, at times you might be sick. It falls under hidden costs. Then we have variable costs. Under the variable costs, we have the raw materials, which are the chemicals. Then we also have the transportation. But under this variable cost, we divide it into two. We tended to put the raw materials, that which are the chemical, on its own and put only transportation on variable costs. So now we're going to be using one of the most sorted paints all over the world, which is the satin paint. Why I tended to give an illustration with satin paint is because satin paint is a product that once you produce, you can make you a millionaire easily, gets you money easily. Because if it's for emotion paint, you can produce like 10 emotion paint, and this profit of this 10 emotion paint, you can get it in 2 or 3 4 buckets of satin. Am I wrong? Let my paint manufacturer comment below. So now, under satin paint, we're going to list what we're going to be using for the illustration. We have the water, 5 liters. We have the chlorine, zero point 0.1 kg. We have your acrylic binder, which is your ceteric acrylic. Please take note. A lot of you come to my DM, even my students. Coach, I produce satin paint and it's not shining, but I remember I've produced it before. It was shining. What is the cause? We all have different types of acrylic binder, and when you want to buy your acrylic binder, if you know you're producing in a smaller scale, please tell your paint seller that you need the acrylic meant for satin paint. But if you're producing up to 10 drums, which is 20 liters, 10, I advise you to go for the smaller drum of acrylic. Why? You are going to get it the same way it's being produced by the factory. No one has tampered with it. My students know what I'm talking about. Then we have, which is the acrylic binder, we have 13 kg. We have the titanium, 4 kg. We have the carbon PT, 50 gram. Texanol, 25 gram. Badomol, we have 100 gram. Biocide, we have 100 gram. Ammonia, we have 50 gram. Also, please, if you're using formalin, please don't use articide. I've said that previously, even in my top bond video. If you're making use of articide, make use of articide and ammonia. Don't make use of articide, formalin, and ammonia. You're going to get your paint messed up. So now we have ammonia, 50 gram. We have silicate, aluminium silicate, 500 gram. We have nitrosol, 100 gram. We have EPW, which is the antifungal agent, 100 gram. We have defoamer, which is the anti-foam agent, 150 gram. We have DOP oil, 250 gram. We have caustic soda solution, 50 gram. And also we have other chemicals. For those of us that are staying in the freezing area, we have the ethylene glycol, 50 gram. This chemical prevents freezing and it stabilizes the paint, but it's optional. We're not going to talk about it, but I know because I have some students that are in countries where when it's snowing, you try to look for chemicals to stabilize your paint. So this is the chemical, but we're not going to include it because it is optional. We also have the UV stabilizers, which is your 10V now is on 50 gram, but these two chemicals are optional. We don't need to make use of it. At times, too much chemicals reduce the quality of your production. If you notice in this production, we don't have Jeniper. Yes, why is so is that the function of Jeniper is it has a lot of functions that people are not aware. It's Jeniper is good for your matte paint where you have your calcium added. You understand? It makes the paint stretches. But you know, in acrylic, we have enough sorry, in satin paint, we have enough acrylic. So normally the paint on its own is kind of a glassy, stretchy paint. You understand? And we don't have calcium. Please take note of what you are learning today. So that is why you can see there is no Jeniper here, because Jeniper makes the paint stretch, and also it makes the paint not to block because of calcium. Fillers at times blocks paint. Don't worry, I'm going to create a video on that very soon. So now let's look at the durability of this paint. Yes, you know why I'm teaching you all this thing? Because I want you all to be professional when it comes to not only paint manufacturing, but also cost of producing a paint. By the time you know the functions of all these things, you'll be guided. That is why a lot of you keep making mistakes and you're wondering, is paint manufacturing profitable? Yes, I will tell you today. If paint manufacturing is not profitable, then I don't know why I am teaching you paint production. You understand? So now let's look at the durability. We have the coverage, which is 10 to 12 millimeter by coat. You understand? So this is the coverage capacity you're going to have per coat. Then we look at the also depending on the surfaces opacity. Yes, because if the surfaces is well treated and it's good, you understand, then you can achieve this 10 to 12 per coat, you understand. So now let's look at the elasticity. It is the elasticity is going to be flexible enough to prevent cracking and cracking on the surfaces. Yes. So which are the chemicals that is going to make it flexibility and prevent cracking from surface? Number one, your Cargon PT. Number two, your DOP. Number three, your caustic soda solution. And of course, we have nitrosol. Yes, you see, chemicals have more than 5 to 6 functions. And most of the times you just think because nitrosol is a thickening agent and that is the function alone. No, you understand. So now let's look at the glossy level. Yes, we have the high satin finish with luxurious shine. And which chemical is going to give you that? Number one, your acrylic binder. Number two, your Texanol. Number three, your DOP. And don't forget, your DOP also acts as a shine agent and it also acts as a elastic agent. And then while your Texanol acts as an coalescent agent and it also acts as a shine agent. You see, it's like a brother and sister when it comes to Texanol and DOP. Oh my God, paint production is very sweet. So now let's get serious, you understand. Let's look at the washability. It can withstand repainted cleaning. Sorry, not repainted, repeatedly cleaning. It can withstand repeatedly cleaning without damage because of these chemicals that have been used in this production process. You can clean this satin paint on the surfaces without damages. And now let's look at the drying time. Super fast, fully cure in a minute. And you know why? Because of the amount of acrylic. You understand? That is why it cures quickly. You understand? So now we are in the formulation process. So under the formulation process, we have two formulation process. If you've been following this YouTube channel, you also know that I ought to talk about the market formula. You are aware of that. And then we have the purchase formula, which people calls the premium formula. But I don't intend to use it as a premium formula. Let me don't confuse those of you that are new in paint production. Even those of us that are experts, we don't even know this purchase formula, and that is why we are stuck where we are. You understand? So now under market formula, we have the cost effective formula. Then why the purchase formula? We have the premium formula, which I just explained. We take it step by step. I don't want to rush because I want you to understand this process. If you don't get me, come back and watch the video from the beginning. You understand? I'm taking my time to explain this to you because I know after I finish explaining this to you, this is going to help thousands of paint manufacturers out there to get yourself straightened. So one, designed for competing price, which is the market formula, and massive market sales. Yes, this market formula is designed for competing pricing and massive market sales because you're going to be selling it quickly. You're going to give it out for people to purchase. You understand? Then under the market formula, it's easy for you to understand this process. Like I said, now when you are giving people in the market to sell for you, that is the market formula, e.g. shops. You're giving out to shops to sell for you. But at times most of us might also want to produce this market formula because we might not really be giving our product to people at the shops to sell for us. But due to the demand of the specific quality of this paint, so it is crucial for you to understand this difference between market formula and purchase formula. You understand? And we are talking about market formula. So let's go to number 2. Low production costs by using affordable raw materials. Take note, low production costs. Don't let anybody deceive you. The paint you see in the market is low production cost. Yes, I'm not saying you don't have good quality paint out there. There is good quality paint, but when you hear the price, you know the difference between the paint. So you as a paint manufacturer, don't let anybody come to deceive you and tell you this is what I want for this quality of paint. You are going to put yourself in trouble. So number 3, suitable for low to medium income customers or budget conscious marketers. Do you hear? Budget conscious markets. Let me remove the word marketers. You understand? Budget conscious market. People that are budget conscious. This is what they can pay to achieve this product. Market formula is suitable for them. You understand? So many have slighted reduce durability or shine. Let me come again so you understand. May have slightly reduced durability or shine. Let me remove the word many. So number 4, the shine is not going to be that shining. You understand? Because and the durability. When we talk about durability, we're talking about titanium dioxide. When you hear the word about shine, you're talking about acrylic. When you hear the word about coverage, opacity, you're talking about titanium dioxide. You understand? So now, let's go into the key functions. The key functions is very important because if you understand the key functions of this market formula, you'll be able to know how you're going to overcome your cost analysis as we move further on. So 1, low production cost. 2, suitable for indoor walls with minimum exposure to harsh condition. Take note, a lot of you will produce a paint and after applying it on the wall, the color will change and then you start calling to ask what you can do to produce a paint that the color will be retained on the wall. And you know this paint is for outdoors. Don't get yourself confused. You understand? Like I told you, formulation in paint production process is the different thing everywhere. Yes, but the formula are the same. Now, number 3, basic color coverage and durability. Just what I explained now. So let's move over to the purchase formula. Remember, we have 2 formulas, market formula and purchase formula. Under formula number 1, we have high quality formulation designed for durability, premium, performance, and luxury markets. So who are the luxury marketers? Sorry, not marketers, markets. The people that don't price you down. The people that can afford what you want. They want luxury. They don't want you to give them a product that that is going to give them problem. You understand? They, like I said, they know what they want. You understand? So now this purchase formula is the one we talk like selling to end users. Why the market formula is what? When you are giving people in the market to sell for you, e.g. shops. Not only that, when you are also dealing with budget conscious customers. Let's use the word customers. You understand? So why this purchase formula is selling to luxurious customers, customers that can afford these prices, as simple as ABC. Number 2, use superior raw chemicals for essential opacity, smooth finishing, and long-lasting durability. What is long-lasting durability? We talked about the washable, Is it washable? Repeatedly cleaning without damaging. That is the long-lasting durability, opacity, the coverage on wall, smooth finishing, the outlook on the wall, the production process itself, because the purchase formula has its own production process, different from market formula. There are techniques you use in the production process of these products, because even if you stress yourself, you know you're going to make the money. Am I clear? Then now we also talk about suitable for clients, which is number three, and demanding high-end users. Perfect. So now let's go to the key functions. Now, the key functions number one is superior opacity and color retention. So, which chemical does this? Texanol, titanium. So you know in these key functions, you are increasing your Texanol and titanium in other purchase formula. But in the market formula, you understand, you remember our number two is suitable for indoor wall with minimum exposure to harsh condition. You understand? So what? You reduce acrylic here, so it's going to affect it when it's outside. And then number three is best color. The basic color coverage and durability is lessened because why? You reduced the chemical. I'm giving you the key um, point here for you to understand. So number three under purchase formula, we are still under purchase formula, but I'm going back to bring in market formula so you understand these key features. If you don't understand these key features, you're going to mess yourself up. If I'm even talking to my students, because those of my students that has purchased the market formula ebook, you know, when you get your ebook, you know, when you come back to watch this video, you understand what I'm saying, because it's not all about you want to reduce your acrylic, increase your titanium, reduce your water, you get yourself messed up. Understand the key functions to be able to guide you on what you need to do properly, so you don't go around seeking for knowledge all the time. Help yourself, do research. You understand? So now number three, smooth luxurious finishing. This smooth luxurious finishes, there is a technique that makes your paint to be smooth, and the finishes will be perfect on wall. Those professional paint manufacturers, you get me, right? You can comment below if you know the technique for the smooth finishes. I'm not talking to my students because I know they know this one. So now, why which particular formula process will you choose? Let's explain it. One, market formula, ideal for mass sales, quick turnover, and entry into price sensitive markets. Very sensitive markets. You understand? Number two, the purchase formula, best for premium customers willing to pay for superior quality and long lasting products. You see, so offering both formulation, you can cater to diverse market segments and increase profitability in your paint production business. When you know these two formulas, voila, you will not have problem with your customers. You understand? So whenever they're telling you the price, you already know the formula you're going to give to them to save yourself the stress, and make sure you let them know. You give them the two price, you tell them what these two formula is going to do on their walls, and let them decide whatever they want. I know at times we have the Thomas that will tell you, I want the purchase formula for this price. We are getting there, you understand? So you will know how you will work with them as well. Everything is negotiable. So now let's go over to the costing, the topic of the day. You understand? So now, under costing, which is the calculation, everything is calculation in life. Whatever we're doing, we are calculating, not just only paint production process. We calculate every day. So you have to learn how to calculate on your own basic level. And this calculation is very easy. So now under the costing, we have two segments, which is chemical cost. Remember I told you about in the beginning we have the vol which falls under chemicals and the transportation. That is the very you understand. And I told you we are going to separate the chemical cost from variable cost. So now under chemicals as well, we all are now conversant with the chemicals because we've done the listing of the chemicals. Excuse me. We have the water, we have the carbon PT, we have the chlorine, we have the acrylic, we have the titanium dioxide, we have the biocide, we have the texanol, we have the banamol, nitrosol, EPW, the antifungal, we have the defoamer, we have the ammonia, we have the silicate, we have the DOP, and we have caustic soda. This chemical is for the purchase formula because it's through the purchase formula we have to get the market formula. We cannot start with the market formula, you won't get it. So now we already know the measurement, which is close to each chemicals, you understand? And then we have the overhead cost. So simply let's talk about the overhead cost. This costing price is for small scale manufacturer. You understand? We have the large scale manufacturer, those that have the factory, like I said, they have workers, they have electricity bill, and all of that. We cannot combine them together so we don't confuse ourselves. My main focus is to help the small paint manufacturer grow and make more profit. Also, if you're a large scale manufacturer, you can learn from this as well. So now under the overhead costs, we have equipment, which are our buckets, sticker, either merging or whatever. We have the rent, we have the labor, that's ourself, or if we have someone we employed, remember a salary or whatever. We have the hidden costs. I've explained this before. Hidden costs, you know it. You're sick, your equipment gets damaged. We have the variable costs, just transportation. You understand? So we are going to cost all this later on, which we're going to be using for our chemical costing as well for the cost. So now let's go to the main deal. Now, for water, most of us buy water, but people tend to say water is free because depending on where you're getting your water from. So now, based on our location, I'm in Nigeria, Africa precisely, and I just don't have students only in Nigeria. I have students in India, I have students in South Africa, I have students in Kenya, I have students in Cameroon, I have students in Botswana, I have students in Ghana, I have a lot of students across the world. And our prices are different when it comes to chemical production. That is why I'm also going to give you all an assignment for you to, even in Nigeria, where I'm based, the chemical for the price of chemical in Abuja is different from Lagos State. The price in Lagos State is different from the price in Enugu or Anambra or Bayelsa. We all have different chemical prices, even the one in Onitsha and Aba. You understand? All chemical prices are different around the globe, not to take of outside the country. You understand? Even the price of chemical in South Africa is different from the one in Kenya and different from the one in India and China. You understand? If you agree with me, comment below different chemical price. Thank you. So when the assignment I'm going to give you, like I said, you're going to cost your own price of chemical. When you cost your own price of chemical per kg, you now divide it by the total amount of chemicals you're going to use for your production and drop it in the comment section, and we're going to work towards it together. You understand? Because it's very important you do this practical also by yourself, because I cannot give an accurate chemical price for you, but we're going to work with the chemical price at my own basic end. So now carbon PT is 50 gram. You understand? Chlorine is 0.01 kg. Acrylic is 13 kg. Titanium dioxide is 4 kg. Biocide is 100 gram. Texanol is 250 gram. Badamol is 100 gram. This is Badamol, please, not Bamako. Nitrosol is 100 gram. Nitrosol, please, not, like I said, not Bamako. If you are going into the market formula, you're giving people to sell for you, please don't use Bamako. Please take note. It tends to reduce the quality of your paint over time. But if you're giving it to our end users that is going to that is going to make use of the paint immediately before 3 weeks, you can make use of Bamako. But please make use of Nitrosol. That is what I make use of. It's expensive. Bamako is lesser, but see, it's on your, it's whatever you want to. You understand? I'm just telling you what I use. And then we are in EPW antifungal, which is 100 gram. Deformer 150 gram. Ammonia 50 gram. Silicate 500 gram. DOP 250 gram. Caustic soda solution 50 gram. So now please take note. There are some chemicals that they won't sell to you half kg, quarter kg, 50 gram, 200 gram. This thing is what the most new paint manufacturers are not aware. Don't get yourself confused. You are on a good starter. Why I say so is because these chemicals are bought either in 1 kg or half kg. I don't want this video to be too long. Please, I'm sorry, but you have to bear with me because I want you people to get all this formulation. You understand? So most chemicals are sold per kg or half kg or quarter. I don't think they sell quarter kg, except you and the chemical seller have known yourself over the years. Then they can even give you the quarter kg without collecting money from you. Oh my God, don't be ojukokoro. Sorry about that. Please, what it means that you should not want everything cheap. You understand? So now let's get to the main thing, please. Now, so when you already aware that most of these chemicals are sold in kg, they are not sold in half kg. The basic thing you need to do is to know how to calculate your production. Simple. When you want to go for 50 gram, you already know that 1 kg divided by 20 is 50 gram. Please write this thing down. When you want to go for 250 gram, you know your 1 kg divided by 4. When you want for your 100 gram, you know it's your 1 kg divided by 10. So now, based on my own chemical price at my end, that is what I'm working with. Please, that is why I'm giving all of you this practice to go and do it and drop it on the comment section and we'll work towards it. You understand? Don't come to my DM. Don't send me a direct message on WhatsApp, please. No. Work on it and drop it on this comment section. This is where I'm going to attend to it. If I don't attend to it on this comment section and you come to meet me one-on-one, I will not attend to you. You understand? Because I want other people to learn from this process. So now, water is 5 liters, depending on how you're going to get your water from. Free or you're paying for it. You understand? Carbon PT is 2,000 naira. So 2,000 naira divided by 50 gram. Simple, basic. What do we do? 1 kg divided by 20, which is going to give us how much? It's going to give us about 100 naira, if I'm right or wrong. You understand? So now, for chlorine, we are using very, very small. If you're doing, let me just chip in there. At times, it's very beautiful when you're producing in bulk. Sorry, you know why? When you're producing in bulk, most of this chemical, you reduce them, most of them you increase them, and most of them when you buy them in kg, is beautiful for you because you're going to be able to calculate them better. And of course, you're going to gain more. You understand? But that's aside as well. Even if you buy this chemical in kg and you don't make use of it immediately, you're also going to benefit because the one left behind, you're going to also use it to produce another paint, which is your profit. So you're not losing as well. So don't tell yourself, I'm starting small. Why will I produce one bucket. We all started with even gallon 4 liters. You understand? So now, chlorine you're using very small. You can as well put 100 naira. I don't know how much is sold in your area. Chlorine simply means water treatment. You understand? So, and again, I don't even know where your location is and what kind of water you want to use for your production. Your water affects the brightness of your white paint. So it's better to treat it, make it white and perfect. So now, acrylic, 13 kg. How much is acrylic sold in your area? 3,000. This is kg now. So we are not dividing, we are timesing. So 3,000 times 13. How much is it going to give us? I think it's going to give us about 36,000. Am I right or wrong? So titanium dioxide is about, we have 5,400, we have 6,600. So 6,600, we are not dividing, please. If it's a kg, you don't divide. If it's gram, you divide. As simple as that. So 6,600 times 4 kg, we have 20. And now we go to biocide, 1,800 divided by 100 gram, we give you 180 naira. You understand? We're talking about naira, please, not dollars, because I'm in Nigeria. So when you get the price for your country, you calculate it with your own price. India rupees, US dollar, Ghana cedis, Kenya shillings. You understand? So now Texanol is 6,000. So 6,000, it depends on where you're buying from. You know, at times we can buy from an importer, his prices is low. When you buy from a retailer, prices is high. That is it. Somebody that buys from an importer for 6,000, myself to you, 9,500, because they are going to make profit as well, transportation and everything. So please, my prices might be lesser, you understand? So now, Texanol is 6,000. So 6,000 divided by 4, which is our 250 gram, we have 1,005. Then we have Badomar, you understand? This chemical can be optional, because I know at times most of my students that are not in Lagos, they find it difficult. But those of them that are in India and outside, they get to use this chemical. So it's 300, you understand? It's about 300, so it's 100 gram, it's 300 naira. Then for the nitrosol is it depends on where you're buying it. You can see it for 20,000, 19,000, but we are going for 17,800. You understand? So 17,800, we need only 100 gram. So 17,800 divided by 4. You understand? 17,800 divided by 4. You understand? Then we have the price. You understand? We have the price.